Okay, so Adela and I are going to guide you through baddha konasana, or the bound angle pose, also known as the butterfly pose. So from the dandasana, the legs straight out, we can bend the knees and bring the bottom, the soles of the feet together. And press the hands behind the hips into the floor. So we see how I have Adela up here on the folded blanket to give a little extra lift. So for people with tighter hips, that can be really helpful. Just that extra inch or two so that they're able to keep the pelvis neutral and keep the spine nice and straight. So if they're able to sit tall on the sit bones with the hands off the floor, then you can bring your hands in front onto the feet and opening up the feet like the pages of a book. There, yes. Okay, pressing the heels together while stretching the knees out and down towards the floor. So Adela's quite open here, but if she had any pain in the knees or previous injury or pain in the hips, we could bring the props, the blocks, under the knees to prevent that. Also, she may or may not need the folded blanket. So we'll begin to rotate the pelvis forward, drawing the heart center towards the horizon. So you don't need these, so I'll remove them for you. And as she's rotating her pelvis forward, I can bring my hands onto her sacrum and kind of help her to find that tilt of the pelvis, that forward rotation as she's coming into the pose. She's keeping her spine quite straight, her heart center towards the horizon. Good. And just coming to your level. So as you exhale, coming farther forward, finding your edge. As you inhale, checking in with the spine, making sure the spine is nice and straight. Create the feeling of bringing the belly button down towards the toes and the sternum, the chest towards the horizon. So we're cueing this action to help minimize the rounding in the back. We can also encourage her to rise up higher from the forward fold if she was rounding by opening up our fingers on the back. So opening up, keeping the sternum towards the horizon, the knees down towards the floor. We never want to push on the knees, but we can put light two-finger pressure on the thighs, and they're rotating back. So similar to the wide leg forward fold, rotating of the upper thighs. And then as the student breathes in the pose, each time they exhale, they can sink a little farther forward. Each time they inhale, they can concentrate on straightening up the spine, bringing that sternum forward. Good. And then as they come out of the pose, hands are on the floor, inhaling, walking the hands back to center and coming up to sitting upright. Okay, very good. Thank you, Adela.